Well, hello there, and welcome, or welcome back to Mad Titan Training. If you're new here, or if you've been here a lot, go down, like the video, share the video with all or both of your friends, and make sure you subscribe because I need your love and affection. Today, we're going to be discussing something that is very much misunderstood. We're going to be talking about macros. You know, protein, fats, and of course, them carbohydrates, right? We're going to say something that's going to be a little bit contested today. And that is that macros aren't all that important.
What?
Hear me out. Macros aren't all that important if you're smart. You probably think that you're not all that smart, that you don't know all that much about how to do nutrition. If you're a normal person, the odds are you think you don't know enough. But the thing is, the truth is that you know plenty already. You don't need to know very much. If you are watching this video and you are an adult, you probably know enough that you can do everything that you want to do.
What?
You can accomplish all of your goals with what you already know about nutrition and eating.
I don't believe you.
You don't think I'm right. I'm right and I will prove it. You probably think, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. There's all these studies and all these people trying to peddle their secret, their special diet, their special pill, their magic wrap, their magic drink, their unicorn jizz in a can. And they tell you this is the secret, this is the way. Well, you know goddamn well that ain't the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
Am I right? Goddamn yes, I'm right. It's not that you don't know enough, it's that you're bombarded constantly with all this bullshit and it's making you overthink. It's making you think that you don't know enough because there's so much of it that you get confused. This study says this thing and this study says the opposite thing. So which one's right? I'll tell you which one's right. In most cases, neither of them. Only one ultimate truth exists. Calories go in, calories come out. You eat less or you burn more. And that is how you lose weight. Back to my original statement that macros aren't all that important if you're smart, and you are smart. You are smart enough. If I was to say, hey, I'm going to give you two options. In this hand, I've got a chicken breast and some broccoli. And in this hand, I have a sugar cookie. Both of them are the same number of calories. They are 700 calories. It's a big cookie. They're 700 calories. It's a big piece of chicken too, because broccoli doesn't have very many calories in it. So I say, you've got your chicken or your steak, and you've got a sugar cookie. Which one's better? When you go to the store and you're picking up your groceries, and you say, I could buy these apples, and these bananas, and this watermelon, and these blackberries, and this strawberry. These strawberries, don't buy one strawberry, that's fucking weird. Or I could buy a bag of chips and eat them on the way home. Which one is better? You already know. You already know which one is better. That bag of chips has as many calories as you're going to eat an entire week in strawberries and filling yourself up. Right? Right. So what we need to talk about is something called balance.
Perfectly balanced.
The balanced diet. The balanced diet is something that includes protein, carbs, and fats. Cutting them out.
Going keto, right? Going low fat.
All three of them are interchangeable energy sources. If you run out of carbs, those are the first choice that your body has, it's going to start burning fats. Now let me tell you that burning fats does not mean burning fat, it means burning fats. Fats as energy. And if you run out of fats to burn, then you're going to burn that protein. Those are the three things that your body likes to use for energy, and then it taps into your stored fat and all this and this and this and this. So when you hear,
well, when I cut my carbs, my body uses fat for energy.
it's because it uses the fat that you eat for energy. It doesn't mean it just only eats your body fat. So don't be fooled by all this.
It says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
1 gram of protein per pound. How many times have you heard that? 1 gram of protein per pound. That's a myth. You don't really need a gram per pound. That's actually way more than you need. You only need about a half a gram. If you have more, it doesn't mean your body makes more muscle. Your body's going to make the muscle that it's going to make. It's going to make how much your genetics allow you to make, and it's going to make how much your training allows you to make. you will make gains to a certain extent how you're going to make gains. So adding a shitload of protein isn't exactly going to help, but it will help you stay more full. So, it is good. It is good. Protein is more satiating than the other two are. But you still need all three because carbs are good for helping you perform. They're your fast energy. You need them carbs. You need them carbs. Them carbs is important. I don't give a fuck who told you different. You need them carbs.
Gosh sake, watch your language.
Carbs, especially if you are an athlete who does endurance training, who does a lot of conditioning. Because when you do cardio, you need to burn them carbs. And if you want to perform, especially let's say you're a runner or a bike rider, you need them carbs. Them carbs is important. Those are your energy source.
I have so much energy! Just running all the time! Power running, power lifting, power sleeping, power dating, power eating, power laughing, power spawning babies! You'll have so many babies! 400 babies!
And the thing is if you lower the amount of protein that you have, and you think, oh, I'm not getting enough now, but you raise your carbs or raise your fat, fat and carbs are protein sparing. So you can actually have less protein because now your body, instead of taking from the protein to burn as energy, it's going to take from the carbs and the fat. So your protein is more spared. If you have more protein and less carbs and less fat, it burns through these and then it starts to eat into this. So it really didn't matter that you raised your protein a ton because you still burnt it off. It still just chewed that shit up. It didn't turn it into muscle, it burned it as energy. Or you're not going to burn it off. And just because it's protein doesn't mean that it won't get stored as fat. Calories in, calories out. 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 calories of protein, it's still going to store it as fat if you don't use it, if you don't burn it, right? Right. Your body, like you, is smart. Your body is intelligent. It is not just going to say,
Oh, well, you ate a different number of carbs today than you normally eat, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn more fat. No, your
body doesn't like that. Your body wants to put on an amount of fat because that's what it's adapted to do. 1,000 years ago, we didn't just have food all the time. So your body wanted to store fat just in case you didn't eat tomorrow or the next day or the next day. So it stores fat as energy. So it's not just going to start taking that off because,
oh, well, I had fewer carbs today.
no, your body is smart. It comes to a natural balance, a balance. If you have way more protein, it's going to burn more protein. If you have more carbs, it'll burn more carbs. If you have more fat, it'll burn more fat. Your body knows better. It's not going to be fooled.
Shame on you.
Because Tom and Jim Fredrickson wrote some macro split that they say is magical.
No, bro, it's 50, 25, 25. That's the magic split. No, bro, it's 30, 30, 40. No, bro, it's 20, 20, 60.
It's not magic. It's not magic. I always tell you that, right? It's not magic. It ain't magical. There's nothing magical about some macro split.
Shall not pass!
What a macro split is designed to do is find some balance. Your body will balance the three of them naturally. Let's say you weigh 150 pounds and today you have 75 grams of protein and tomorrow you have 150. It just means that you're going to burn more of the 150 as energy, and then today with the 75 it means it's going to burn more of the carbs and more of the fat because the carbs and the fat are protecting the protein from getting burned as energy. So the 75 went to more use. The 150 got used up a little bit more. It didn't mean that you magically are going to burn more, are going to build more muscle. It just means that you had a different energy source. Different wood in the fire, if you will.
Everything burns.
So if we're being honest, your macros, your fat, your protein, your carbs, they actually matter less than your micronutrients. Those micronutrients, you're going to get your macros if you're smart. If you know, oh wow, I know that eggs are healthier than soda. So if you're smart and you know that vegetables are better for you than a bag of chips, if you're smart and you know that fruit is better than a whole box of macaroni and cheese, that's all you need to know. Quality versus quantity, right? And that is a debate that I'm going to have in a whole video all by itself. The quality of your calories mattered because it got you the full, complete diet. You don't need to count it. You don't need to count it. Have your meals, make them good for you. You know what's good for you. We both do. And start there. Count your calories over time and bring them down. And say it with me. And if your calories go down, you lose weight. Right? And in all honesty, if you have the average American diet, you know the average American diet. Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Pizza Hut. If you have the average American diet, you know you're doing it. You live with the guilt that you're doing it. If you're drinking Coca-Cola with your dinner every night, a whole 2 liter of Coca-Cola, you know you're doing something wrong. It's not that hard to fix it. Make these little changes. Fix the quality first, and the quantity will follow. And counting all the macros doesn't matter. Make sure you get your protein in every meal. Make sure you have protein in it. Don't skip it. And the rest will follow. And this is very important. This is the most important part of this whole entire video. This is the most important message I am going to send on this channel. And that is, this is the way.
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 This is the way.